I got my 2JZ rear sump in the mail yesterday. Decided to come up to work on a Saturday and put in some time on it. Yes, this is work. Okay, so right now I have it in the vise in the Bridgeport. I just finished up milling out the hole in the upper pan. Worked out great because I used a 15/16 end mill, and the pilot hole they had in there was already 15/16, so that worked out very nice. Only thing left to do is I have to tap these two holes, and then we'll be good to go. Now, if you are doing a swap like this, you don't have to do it how I did it, how I mounted it up in the Bridgeport. I mean, you could just do it in the car. The only reason why I chose to do it this way is, one, the oil pan was already off the engine, and two, I don't want metal shavings in the bottom of my pan. So that is the reason why I chose to bring it to work and do it in the Bridgeport. And just a side note, if you do want to do it how I did it in the Bridgeport, just be careful, because when you mount it in the vise, it's really not that rigid. I mean, I could have mounted it a lot better of a way, but this was the quickest way for me to do it, and I don't like working hard. So just be careful. The drill might catch, or you might get chatter when you're trying to mill out that hole. I got my rear sump pan on, and everything's looking pretty good. And then this happened the other day. Wasn't even mad. Because I did the 2.4 millimeter head gasket, it raised the head, obviously, 2.4 millimeters. And when I went to go try and bolt this together, it was putting a side load on the bolts, and one of them snapped. Good thing the Snap-on warehouse is right behind me, so I was able to go there and buy a screw extractor set. I gotta say, I am pretty impressed with this extractor set. I thought I was just gonna break it. Sick. And now that I got the broken bolt out, I might as well go in there and chase the threads out. And as you can see, we are off quite a significant amount. Looks like I'm gonna have to bring this to work, put it on the Bridgeport, and mill out the hole a little bit bigger, or put a slot in it, just so when I go tighten it down, there's no side load on the bolt and I don't snap a head again. So I just got home from work and I got this milled out. Now I'm gonna put some grease in the O-ring to see where the exact position is mounted to the head. Holes line up nice. Now, as you can tell from the imprint from the O-ring, it just about makes it up here. Just about clears it, which was my main concern doing this, but hold it together and see if it holds up. And no kitchen is complete without Snap-on steak knife. And go here. I hope. There it is. Yay. And here's the bell housing installed. And just to let you guys know, this is a 5EZ R150F out of a T100, mated with the 1JZ R154 bell housing, which will then bolt right to my 2JZ. Now, I know there's a lot of debate on the forums saying you have to cut and splice two bell housings together in order to run the R150F transmission. That is true if you're going to run the 3-liter R150F transmission, but if you have the 3.4 R150F transmission, input shaft is long enough. And to give you guys a better perspective, I did install the transmission without the clutch or flywheel or pilot bearing, just so you can see the input shaft is long enough. So, for all you naysayers out there, there you go. I also did install it because I wanted to see where the transmission sat and the engine sat with the transmission, and it looks like I'm gonna have to drop the engine about a good 5 inches, because right now the transmission is on a wicked angle. Either that or I'm going to have to trim some firewall. But I really don't want to do that. So now, as for a cross member for this transmission, I was just going to modify my stock one temporarily just so I can fit it up in there. Now, that word temporary, I do use loosely. Maybe it's going to be temporary until I get the truck going. Maybe it's going to be temporary until it breaks. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for watching my video, guys. I'm about to go ahead and get to work on this thing, so I'll see you guys later.